So picture this. You wake up, check your credit score, and overnight it's tanked because of a hard inquiry that you didn't even know existed. So, what if I told you the secret tricks to use to wipe these unauthorized hits in just 24 hours with zero cost, no paperwork, and no stress? Now, this hack is so under the radar that credit repair firms routinely charge hundreds, even though you can do it yourself today. So, do you want in? So, let me ask you, have you ever wondered why your score dipped after applying for something like a cell phone or a credit card? Well, you're here because it frustrates you, right? So, are you ready to learn how to delete that hidden hit on your credit in a single day? Hope so. So, welcome to the Financial Freedom Network, the financial channel that fills your wallet, makes you money, and boosts your credit. So, before we dive deeper, smash that like button and hit subscribe to stay ahead with any video that can change your financial life. You're truly going to appreciate it, I promise. So, buckle up and let's plunge straight in. So, every time you apply for a new credit card, a loan, a mortgage, or even sometimes a phone plan, the lender will perform something known as a hard inquiry. And it's also known as a hard pull on your credit. Now, this is not the soft, benign check you make when you peek at your credit score. No, it's the type that show lenders you requested a new debt. And that inquiry stays on your credit report for 2 full years, though its actual impact on your FICO score fades after 12 months. Now, why does it matter? Well, because each of these hard pulls typically chisel up to 5 points off your credit score. Now, that might sound insignificant, but for someone near a credit threshold, say the line between good and excellent, well, that small dip can cost you thousands in higher rates. Now, if several hits appear in a short time, artificial risk flags pop up. Lenders see the volume and conclude that you might be very, very desperate for money. Now, on the bright side, if you're shopping for a mortgage or an auto loan, then multiple inquiries within a 14 to 45-day window are treated as one single hit. So, rate shopping doesn't destroy your score. Otherwise, your credit report is like a historical ledger. It keeps every hard inquiry that you've authorized in the past 2 years. Now, here's the kicker: not all hard inquiries are legitimate. Sometimes an inquiry might slip in without your knowledge, maybe due to identity fraud, or maybe a company pulled credit through a partner that you didn't recognize. Now, these are your golden ticket. The Fair Credit Reporting Act, or the FCRA, gives you the right to dispute any transaction that wasn't authorized. If you confirm the inquiry was fraudulent or unauthorized, the credit bureau is obligated to remove it, typically within 30 days or often much sooner. So, yes, those mysterious hits could vanish completely in under a week, and in many cases, by the very next day. So the first thing you need to do is visit annualcreditreport.com and pull your Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion reports. So do that now. Now immediately scroll to the inquiries section and scan for entries that you don't recognize. Once you've flagged an unauthorized hit, call the issuing creditor right away and ask to speak with their fraud or dispute department. Explain very calmly: I did not authorize this credit pull. Can you please remove it and notify the credit bureaus today? Speak clearly, record the call, date and time, and get a reference or confirmation if you can. Now, why does this work? Well, once the creditor confirms the inquiry was unauthorized, the credit bureau is legally compelled to delete it, and they often act within 24 hours. Next, while their system is fresh, file a formal dispute online with all three bureaus. Mark the entry as unauthorized and refer to your call with the creditor. Cite the FCRA requirement that they must verify disputed entries within 30 days, but many delete the entry immediately upon creditor confirmation. And if you can, attach a call log or a screenshot to support it. It's simple, fast, and free. So if this advice is hitting home, drop a like and subscribe because we're unpacking powerful hacks like this on a very regular basis. Now, if you suspect fraud, say someone opened a credit card application using your identity, you should seriously consider freezing or locking your credit while you handle the dispute. This stops anyone else from applying for new credit in your name until you give them the green light. Now, sometimes bureaucracy gets tricky. A rep might say, we need a police report or an affidavit. If that's the case, cooperate if you have real fraud. If not, hang up politely and call back later because another agent might approve deletion just based on your statement. And by the way, extreme courtesy helps here. Remember, they record calls, so being kind, well, that keeps your dispute smooth, and expect to see mysterious hits vanishing within 24 to 48 hours, often the very next business day. The FCRA gives bureaus 30 days to resolve disputes, with a 5-day window to notify you of their decision. So, in many cases, once the creditor confirms, well, the entry simply disappears almost instantly. Now, after deletion, your FICO score will reflect that change, usually within a few hours to a couple of days. If the inquiry was recent and your score dropped just a few points, getting rid of it, well, that can bounce your score straight back up. So here's your powerful, no cost, zero paperwork, legally backed FCRA compliant strategy. You take control of your credit, you spot unauthorized inquiries, you call the issuer, you formally dispute, and oftentimes you'll see the hit vanish in under a day. Simple, effective, and shockingly underutilized. So if you've got an unauthorized inquiry hanging over your credit, put this method to work today. And as always, leave a comment below sharing the outcome, how fast it was cleared, how many points you regained, because it really helps everyone else. Now, once these inquiries are handled, it's time to clean up more damage. So our next video will dive into how to delete collections and charge-offs fast. Another life-changing move for your credit score, and you won't want to miss it. So thanks for watching. Here's to your financial freedom in 2025 and beyond. And don't forget, smash that like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a strategy to boost your money, your credit, and your financial freedom. Have a great day, guys.